People say, Pastor Bob, why don't you get a little more involved with deeper theology? Or why don't you get a little more involved with talking about coming out of cults and things like that? And honestly, I have some reasons for that, and it's coming up next on Pastor Bob Daily. Well, honestly, none of us are good at everything. I realize that I'm strong in some areas and kind of weak in some other areas. And that's why I surround myself with people who are good at everything. And that's what it's like in the body of Christ. If you excel in one area, sometimes we feel guilty that we're not good in other areas like some of those around us. Except we don't have to be. We already have them. One of the greatest things about the SIM network, Sanctuary International Matrix, which is the network that you're watching this podcast on, is that I am one of 13 podcasters. And within those 13, we have everything. We really do. Chris Dorman is our theologian, great at it. Craig is talking to people coming out of cults because he is one of those. Scott is talking about being hurt by the church and coming out of that difficult situation. Christian's talking about relationships. We have a little bit of everybody when you think about it. Doug used to own Heaven's Metal magazine and HM magazine, our resident expert on music, and on and on and on. If you haven't checked out all the guys that are podcasting on the SIM network, you'd really need to. I mean, there's some great stuff coming out. And I don't feel like I have to be good at everything because I don't have to do their job. And it's like that in the body of Christ. We feel like we have to be just like those people around us that we admire. If we have a friend that's a great theologian, we feel like we have to be a theologian. That we're supposed to enjoy studying as much as they do and enjoy teaching sometimes as much as they do. But not all of us are teachers. Not all of us are pastors. Not all of us have that great gift of mercy and compassion and serving. We all have our spot in the body of Christ, and we simply need to bloom where we're planted and realize that we're one of many, one of the collective, just like the Borg. But, we are one of many. And that's a really important point, folks, because I have my part, you have your part, and together we make up the body of Christ. God bless you. Have a great day.